All right, I'm starting now. What's up, everybody? Excited to be back here with Lior, and today we are talking to you about stealth accounts. So before Lior takes over, I want to give you a quick summary of what a stealth account is if you don't know and why you might want to use them. So a stealth account is an eBay account or a PayPal account or any account really that is set up so that it doesn't use your own information. And this is relevant if you are dropshipping overseas and you need some kind of US identity to sell things. It's often easier to have US accounts, right? So you might want to use stealth accounts in that case. It's also relevant for people who've gotten banned on eBay previously, so they can't use their own information, so they have to use another, right? Just quick basic summary of them. And to make them, you can to get stealth accounts, you can either purchase them from people or you can grow them yourself, right? So if you're purchasing them from somebody, then you're just buying one that someone else grew for you, right? But Lior knows more about like making them himself. So, all right, man.
Hey Jack, how are you?
I'm
I'm
doing
happy
awesome.
to be here again. So let's start, I think, with first of all, which types of accounts we have. You told it on your introduction, but I want just to also talk a bit about this. So we have three types of accounts. The first of them is the connected accounts, which everyone know, but actually you can just call eBay and request. Also, sometimes you can even not call them, but you can open some accounts on the same name. But the biggest problem here is that you can't, first of all, if one of these connected accounts will be blocked, all your accounts will be blocked. So it's dangerous, and as businessmen, as business people, we want to not to pull all the eggs on one packet. And the second thing here is that we can't upload the same product to some accounts which connected. For example, if I have two accounts, I can't upload the same Amazon product to these two accounts. The second type of the accounts is the steals accounts, which you grow from zero, and we will talk about this also today. And the third one is the bot steals accounts, which you can buy from some sites or some people, which come from the first day with bigger limits than new opened accounts. So first of all, why steals accounts? Why not just work with the connected accounts? So as I told, the first thing is if one of them blocked, all of them will be blocked. And I know that if I have, for example, 5 steals accounts and one of them got a zero violation and it blocked for 30 days, for example, so I got suspension. So I just keep growing with other accounts and I keep up my work and I keep make profit because it's only one of my 5 accounts, for example. Because as everyone know, if you got suspension, you will earn less on this account on this month because you not do any traffic on the account, you not upload new products. And on this way, you're much more safer because you still continue work with the other accounts. The second thing is the limitations, the limits of our selling limit in amount of products or dollars. When you have steals accounts, you can have more limits because you can grow many accounts together, and instead of have only 100 products in one account, you can have 100 products in 5 accounts, for example, and it's 500 products. The third thing is, as Jack told, is when you got blocked on eBay on the past. One second, I need to. Jack, you hear me fine now? Because
there's a little bit more background hum now.
Yeah, it's a problem. Okay, so I will talk with the microphone and I will just take it off when you talk. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, 1 second. Just the battery down. No.
It's all good.
Yeah. maybe with the cable. Now it's good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. So, so the third thing is when you blocked on the past on eBay, because maybe you did some stupid mistakes when you only started on eBay or something like this, or just things that you didn't know on eBay policies, so you got blocked on the past. You can just open the Steels account and continue working. And the next thing, the fourth thing, is that you can do many tricks with this way. For example, if you have good products which sells good on one of your accounts, you can just take this list of the products and upload to your next account, to the other accounts. Because as we know, eBay shares the traffic between the sellers. And on this way, you can just take all this traffic to yourself because you know that this product is good, your title is good, so just go on this title with all your accounts. This is a trick which I teach people, and I really like this trick because it's just the easiest way to get more sales. Jack, do you have something that you want to add here, maybe? Or I just continue?
Yeah. So, let's go over just some of the scenarios that would lead to one getting banned, and then where they might need to make a stealth account if they wanted to keep selling on eBay. So the most common mistake that someone will make in the beginning is that they admit out of stock when they cancel orders. It's possible, say that you get 10 orders, you can take your account down if you fail to divert those out of stocks, right? And so what most people, the biggest mistake people make in the beginning is that they don't realize that you can't ever admit that you're out of stock. And so they get out of stocks and then they claim that they're out of stock. And then they get too many transaction defects, their account goes below standard. And at that point, you have to, your final value fees go up. So it's harder to make money anyway. And if you're new into it and you made those mistakes, you don't have a whole lot of momentum. So that usually kind of kicks people off. And then if they want to make a new eBay account again in the future, their identity and their information is flagged from that first account. So you can't just necessarily easily start over. So we're not saying that like you did anything crazy wrong or you were being abusive or doing anything illegal and you're making a new account. We're just saying that in some scenarios, beginners make mistakes and it costs them their account. So there are ways, which we are talking about now, where you can overcome this.
I didn't even told why I know about the Steels account. Actually, I also did a mistake, as I told you on the previous video, but maybe someone didn't saw it. So my first account was blocked because I saw their Instagram followers and Facebook followers and things like this. This is illegal on eBay. So eBay just told me first time warning, but it was a lot of money. So I thought, okay, I will continue to do it. And then they just blocked me. So this is also another scenario where it can happen. Everybody, when he starts and he beginner, he do mistakes. So yeah, I think there are many scenarios. How to work with the Steels accounts and how to open them. So there are some ways, many ways. I remember that you told one way that I didn't know also. You can maybe add it after my ways. But I will start with okay. So the first way, I think it's the easiest, but the most expensive one is just remote servers. Like for example, AWS, you can just go there and open like a virtual computer. And then you log into this computer and you go to your Steels account. But what does it mean, this Steels account? How you open this account? You need details of someone else who is not you. For example, it can be your even parents or girlfriend or everyone. But one trick which is good and also will keep you safer is when you put the address also better to be different. But if you live with your parents, you can just add, for example, A on the end of the address. Just put the same address and another later on the end.
House one.
Yeah. This is just to make it safer. Yes. So, so this is the AWS, just remote server. You log into the server, go to the browser, and connect into your account. One very important thing: if you buy the accounts, you should build them step by step. And let's talk first how to do it. So, when we buy a new account, if you will immediately upload there a lot of products, it will be blocked. So what we do is on the first week or two, I prefer to take more time, so at least 2 weeks or even a month, but 2 weeks I think it's enough. Start to build history in this account. You just need to log into the account, go over eBay, and just search for things which interesting you. For example, if you want to buy, I don't know, a new watch, so just search for watches for 15 minutes a day for 2 weeks. After that you build trust with eBay on this browser, you build cookies. And after that, you can just start upload products. The first product which you upload to eBay is the most important product, because eBay go over these products manually and watch them and check them. So I suggested to upload any product from your home, just take a good pictures of it.
So not a dropshipped listing, like an actual physical listing.
Yeah, it will be the best to not take an image from Google or something like this. Mm-hmm. Really go and picture the product. Then you can upload it to eBay, write a good description, not something very crazy, but something which is fine, a title, and upload the product. After around 48 hours, you can remove this listing. Hopefully it will not sell, or if you want, maybe it will sell. So if it's sold, send it to the client. But if it doesn't, so you can continue. So in the first week, I suggested to upload only few products, maybe up to 5 products every day. On the second week, up to 10, after the 20, and this way you grow. After around 1 month, you can start upload 100 products per day. But it's very hard to stay very slow, but you must do it, because if not, you just waste your money and time for the account.
Yeah. And that's like one of the most common mistakes people make with these stealth accounts, is that they get them and then they just like slam them with listings straight away. But you really can't do that. Like Lior says, you have to be patient and build up the account slowly, and use it like before you start selling on it. Use it like just browsing, like he's saying. That shows eBay like, oh, okay, this person's probably just a normal person. They're not a robot. eBay wants to make sure that you're not, like one of many accounts, even though technically you might be, but you got to be aware of all these things and be patient.
Yeah, because in the past, a lot of people just did the like scripts, programs which opened accounts and sell, put product there for sale, and that's why you must be very slow with it. So we started to talk about the ways of how to work with the accounts. The first way is the remote servers. It's like a desktop, like your computer, which you connect remotely and start work with it. The second way, which I really like, is Firefox Portable. You can go to Google, click Firefox Portable, and download Firefox. Then you install it, and you just put for this Firefox browser, name of your store, just something which will be easier for you to remember, that this is Firefox only for this store. Mm-hmm. Then you connect to the Firefox Portable, just regular browser, and you can connect there something which called a proxy. You can buy proxies from sites like proxy-n-VPN, for example, and then you can just go and connect the proxy to the Firefox. So what does it mean? Firefox is like a clear browser without all your data of your previous account, which if you connect on this browser, your account will be just blocked. So it's a clear browser, and the proxy is like to buy another IP. So when you connect a new IP to a new browser, you are like from another new computer, which is really nice and cool. Because on this way you can connect many accounts very easily to these Firefoxes and just manage all of them just from folders in your computer. It saves you the time of connecting to the AWS server, and also it's much cheaper because on this way it costs only $2 per month per account. If you have 5 accounts, it will cost you even less. I mean, per account. So this is the way of how to take Firefox Portable and give it another IP. And the third way is also Firefox Portable, but with NetStick. You're just taking a NetStick. It's called NetStick, right, Jack?
The little USB thing?
Yeah, like a modem, portable modem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just connect it to the computer with a SIM card, and you have another IP. Mm-hmm. And each time when you want to connect to another account, you just disconnect this USB and connect, and it always changing the IP, mm-hmm. which is really cool and
yeah. So we should cover a little bit about IP addresses. So for those of you listening, IP addresses for computers are kind of like your computer's ID. It is the number that identifies your computer as your computer. So with stealth accounts, you have to find ways to hide your computer's IP address and show different IP addresses so that eBay thinks that you're using a different computer, that you're a different person, right? So you can't just use a VPN, because what a VPN does is it does hide your IP address, but it's then going to give it a known VPN IP address. So when Lior uses the word like proxy, what that is it's a kind of dedicated IP address that is put there instead of the known VPN IP address. So you have to pay to keep that proxy live, and that's why you have to pay every month for it. And so using understanding stealth accounts, you have to understand IP addresses, you have to understand proxy accounts, and you should also understand how VPNs work. It's not just as simple as just having a VPN. There is more to that. A lot of people think that you can just go in like incognito mode and then it's like you're good. It's like there's a lot more to that. Like a lot of these browsers, they actually even look at the resolution of your monitor. They don't just look at your IP address. So there's a lot of software that kind of spoofs all of this and makes it look like it's a new computer.
Yeah, you reminded me something very, very important on this thing of proxies. You have 2 types of proxies, one called shared proxies and the other one called private proxies. You can't use shared proxies because shared proxy mean that other people also using this proxy. So it's possible that, for example, their account was blocked, and then you connect this IP to your account, this address, computer address, and then your account also will be blocked. So you must buy private proxy. Put attention on this because it's really, really important. So yes, and I think actually about sales accounts, what more we can add here, Jack? So I think that really the rules are clear browser, clear IP, grow them very slowly, buy private proxy. Also another way which I forgot, I didn't use it a lot of time, but it's a very old way. You can open another Windows user and just go to the account from another Windows user, but again, you must have another proxy. So yeah. It's just instead of the Firefox Portable, but you still must connect there another proxy, because if not, you still go from the same IP.
Yeah. So for those of you listening, if you feel a bit confused, like with stealth accounts, it's all about making each account look like it's in its own computer. So you cannot log into a stealth account on your computer without using other software to log into that account. Like if I had a stealth account and I went to eBay through Google Chrome on my computer and logged into it, I ruin the stealth because I create a link from the account to my IP address on my computer that's known for another eBay account. So at that point, it's actually possible to make the stealth accounts become connected, but you don't necessarily know that because you made that mistake. You made that connection. You showed eBay, hey, this computer logged into that account. They're probably associated, right? So there's a lot of different software available, and it is confusing, getting into all of it. But another thing you can use is something called multi-login app. And so the way that works is that it's its own private browser like Firefox Portable, right? Except whenever you open multi-login app, it shows you a login screen and you have like 20 or 30 names, right? And so you just click on that and then it opens a new window with the identity of that account, right? So everything you do within that window, it's as if you're doing that on a different computer in a different state or a different country or whatever. But the second that you accidentally go into an account without using one of these browsers, whether it's like something like Firefox Portable with a proxy or it's something like multi-login app with a proxy, you can't look at the account through a regular browser. That ruins everything. So it's really important to understand that. You have to make sure that if you're accessing the account, you're using these services, you're making sure that you're hiding your information. And then there's one thing I want to add, and that's that when it comes to dropshipping software, it usually pairs really, really well with stealth accounts because you can just create the connection to the software and the stealth account. And then most of the time, you don't really need to go into the eBay account anymore. You can just go into your dropshipping tool, log in, and you don't have to do that in stealth, usually at least, because the tool is showing eBay the tool's IP address. It's not showing what the user using the tool is using it from, if that makes sense.
Yeah, especially with the, actually, I must promote myself. No, really on AutoDS you can manage also your messages from the tools. So you really just one time connect the account there and that's all. One important thing which I wanted to add, Jack, only if you permit it, if you want to write here something on the comments, any questions, I think we can answer it on the next session or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's probably a good point to, we can probably end this video on that note. So if you guys have any questions at all, Lior and I are going to be doing more videos. So just comment below. And then next time we do a video, we're going to be showing more of what AutoDS actually looks like. So I'll be here on this end of the call, and Lior will be sharing his screen. And so we'll explore the tool itself instead of just kind of talking about things. But in that video, we'll look at the comments from these previous videos and answer any questions that you guys have. So if you have questions, post them below. Sounds good, right?
Yeah. Okay, so see you on the next video, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right.